Come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Withstanding that time from Keanu Benton, got in there and hit him for a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Dotson in motion right. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. Fields going to change things up here. From the 38, Fields. Forced out to his left. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Up the middle with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will make it 6-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. Fields now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts looking to change the play. Barkley, inside handoff. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen. 6-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now they'll shift things around. From the shotgun, Wilson finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. On the return, it's Rodgers. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Steelers take over first at the 40-yard line. Boston, the man in motion left. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 67 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. Looking for Austin, intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They run for it with Harris. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 33 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Wilson changing the play. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Again, 6 yards. It's fourth down.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now an audible here into something else.
A handoff to Barkley.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jahan Dotson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down and 4. They run again with Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Harris running straight ahead. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now a first down carry for Harris. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson wants a different look.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. 18, 18. Set. Cut.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 20-yard line.
They run with Harris. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Let's go, 14.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. All right.
They'll run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Larry Ogunjobi powering through to end that play before it could get started. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Barkley, inside handoff. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here's Hurts to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. down the right sideline.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
And the Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Tackle back at the 30-yard line.
Hurts.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams? In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
36. Steelers 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Here's Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
From the 34-yard line, here's a second down and 6.
9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run again with Harris.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
This is Harris. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. This is Harris. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
That was Steelers' 32-yard line.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And one last throw here for Fields.
Rolling to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And a little bit of a surprise.